Yep.
Hey guys, and thank you so much for watching this video with us today. I'm Cass. This
And
is
I'm Kathryn.
Kathryn. And we're just going to tell you a little bit about who we are, what we're doing, what this is all about, and see if it's something that you might want to get involved into. But we thought first it'd be really good if you just got to know us and our stories and how we got started. So Kathryn, take it away.
So I'm Kathryn. I'm from the West Midlands in the UK. I've only been a coach for a short time, so coming up for my 6-month anniversary. And when I first started, Cass probably invited me probably about a year before I actually agreed to jump in there and get on with it. But my reason for starting being a coach was because I knew that I needed accountability. I have done pretty much every kind of diet that there is under the sun, and I've started stuff and I've stopped stuff, and I always have a couple of weeks of really going for it, and then it just fizzles out. And I knew that this needed to be the last time that I did something like that. I needed something that was a forever after, and I knew for that to be the case, I needed to be visible, I needed to be accountable to people. And so when she said about, oh, I think you'd be a great coach, yeah, it stroked my ego quite nicely, but actually I thought, actually that is what I need to do. I need to put myself out there, I need to get myself visible, because that is what's going to keep me getting up every day and carrying on and doing the business. And I can say totally that is the case for the last 6 months. I have kept on with something that I don't think I ever would have done at all. Although, having said that, I have fallen in love with the programs. I have fallen in love with working out every day. I have met a huge tribe of women that have become my friends, that I never thought that would be a benefit of being a coach. And actually my focus has shifted. So it's shifted from it being a form of accountability for me, even though it still is, and it's become something so much more. I've found something that I can put my passion into. I found something that fits around my family life. Yes, it felt full on at the start, and there were plenty of times I thought, what have I done? But now, because I'm visible, I can't just back out of this thing. But actually, I've found my rhythm over these months. I've dabbled and tried different things. I've had the opportunity to do that within the team. I am part of something bigger, and I'm starting to find my voice. And that is something so empowering and so powerful. And that's what keeps me going each day and keeps me active. People say, how do you fit it all into your life? And it's just because I enjoy what I'm doing. And yeah, there you go, in a nutshell.
I love that. And it almost made me feel a little bit emotional when you're saying that. Be a part of something and finding your feet. And for me, I think it was a little bit different. I've had my 3rd child, and I'd really suffered with prenatal depression, which I didn't even know was a thing. And so after I had this beautiful baby, I just felt a wreck, because I had been hiding from people, and I didn't feel like myself, and I just felt like mentally, physically, emotionally, I was a bit toast. And so I bought these DVDs. It looked like it said "Get Fit at Home in 30 minutes," and I thought, okay. And I always thought I was like kind of a healthy-ish person, because I like to cook, but I'd always fluctuated, and I'd often never felt happy in myself. Again, people from the outsides, they never really know how you're feeling on the inside. And so I started these home workouts, and they were so hard. I cried the first day, and I didn't know how I was going to do it the next day. But somehow I was like, no, I committed to myself. I'm going to keep press and play. And I cried, and I sweated, and I cried, and I sweated some more. But then somebody, a friend from my past, reached out to me and said, hey, I see you're doing Beachbody programs. I was like, am I? I didn't even really know. Although they kept talking about reaching out to your coach, but I ignored it. And so she said, do you want to be in one of my boot camps or challenge groups? And at first I thought, that sounds so creepy. Like, what do I have to do? I was really skeptical. And she's like, oh, it's fine. It's just women. You know, post your sweaty selfies, or I'm using that too much. Sweaty selfies. And I thought it was going to be these perfect, perky women in their Lululemon, like perfect outfits, rocking it. And I was going to be the sweating, crying mess on the floor with my baby. I have 3 kids, and it wasn't like it at all. It was women just wanting to be healthier, stronger, happier, who struggled just like I was struggling. But I started to realize it's just about keeping on going. And if I show up, I'm going to inspire someone else. And because when they show up, they inspire me. Because I remember sitting and flicking through my phone and seeing that they were doing their workouts. And even though I was tired, my husband was doing shift work. I was like doing the 3-kid thing by myself. By the way, Kathryn has like 6 kids. If she can do this, anybody can do this, because she's a rock star. And it just I started to find my feet, and I started to fall in love with the changes I was seeing in my body. I started to realize, okay, so what if I ate the entire chocolate cake, although I don't need to? If you never get on a wagon, you never have to get off a wagon. And so there is no wagon. It does not exist. This is just about us living healthier, happier lives. And when this incredible company with all these crazy workouts launched in the UK in 2017, I was like, I'm doing this. I'm up for this. I want to help other women feel how I'm feeling right now, because I felt empowered. I felt like even on the crappy days, it doesn't matter because we're in this together. And the realization that I could earn an income, whether that be just enough to pay for my, like, this maybe products I wanted to try, or like the opportunities are endless. And I guess I started to fall in love with the idea of just wanting to pass it on to other women, not realizing how actually awesome it could be. And so I think we're just going to talk now a little bit about.
Yep, I'm going to put up the slides if it works.
If it works. And this is the beautiful thing about being a part of team, right? Like, we just get to do this thing together. Yeah. So Kathryn, our team.
There we go. Oh, yes. So I think it's interesting what we were saying before, that actually you start doing it for one thing, for one reason, but what you discover is this amazing group of women who are there that challenge you and inspire you every single day. And you might think, oh yeah, but I'm no good at that or whatever, but just by being consistent and showing up, you're then inspiring other people. I remember back 2 years ago when you started doing this through, back in 2017, I saw you then online and I watched you, and it might have taken me 2 years to get on board because stuff was going on in my life and I wasn't in that place right then. And also, at that point you hadn't reached out to me, but I was watching and it was inspiring me even then. I was thinking, man, I can't do that, but anyway, here we are, 2 years down the road. So we wanted to just cover off a few little kind of things around what being a coach is. And the first priority as a coach is really about focusing on yourself and making sure that you are doing the things you need to do, that we would be encouraging anybody to do. So that's around that mental fitness, mental strength. So it's personal and business development. So it's every day. It's plugging into personal development, whether it's reading a book, whether it's spending time in your devotionals with God, if that's your thing, whether it is listening to Audible. So I like to download personal development books on Audible, and when I'm doing my work, when I'm cleaning, or going for a walk, then I'm listening and hearing some fantastic, inspiring information that it lifts your soul, it helps you focus externally, but it also gives some great tips and tools, and it just helps to keep your mind working and active, and that's something incredibly powerful whatever you're doing. And then thinking about physical, so it's about plugging into a program, choosing a program that works for you, and showing up and doing it and posting about it, being accountable, I'll use that word again, and making the right choices about your own health and fitness, and then that comes alongside obviously the balanced nutrition. There's various words out there like clean or healthy, but it is about being balanced. So it's about saying, okay, I will have cake sometimes, I'll have a glass of wine, but I'm going to choose to make sure I'm fueling my body with all the nutrients that it needs, so that I can be strong, I can be active, I can be physical. Yeah, I've got 6 kids, I've got to keep up with them, and that for me was a big part of it. It's about being able to do what I need to do to be the mum that I want to be. And what's fantastic about that is that we are supported by this wonderful community. There is a huge community across the world of people that are doing these workouts, but also we have a community built up by Cass and by the team of individuals who are all working out, doing their own programs and working on the nutrition, but they're there to inspire and encourage. And we've got over 90 women in the group now, and that is just something so powerful, and it's just fantastic. And it's also about being visible in that, so that you're then inspiring others. And that growth, it's pushing yourself, isn't it, to grow every day, to grow in your strength, to grow in courage, to do things that you never thought possible. I'm an introvert. Doing things like this is just like, you know, speaking to camera or speaking up, you know, it's not something that comes easy. Doing Triller videos, Cass will laugh at that, is not something that comes naturally to me, but it is helping me to grow and to step outside of what is comfortable for me to do. So yeah,
I love that. And that's the thing, like, what other company, like, the number one thing, if you decided that you wanted to join our team and to be a coach yourself, to inspire other people, the very first thing you do is you just get to focus on yourself. You just get to set your own goals. We will help plug you into a program that is right for you and for your needs and for whatever it is that you want to achieve, helping you start to eat healthier, making some better food choices. And we do it all together. You're never on your own. You never, when you sign up, it's like, okay, now you do your thing. We have a team page, Team Unite. That's not just our clients, that's us as a team, that we get to grow and we get to do and cheer each other on. And the best part is, it's not just in a work sense. Like Kathryn said, like, we're friends.
Yeah.
And I believe that as you share who you are, because this isn't about you being anyone else. You don't join, you know, Beachbody, or you don't join our team and then become us. You just get to share who you are. You get to figure out what your voice and what your message is, but we get to do it together. And it's just a beautiful community, I think.
Yeah. Amen. And then it's about sharing your journey, isn't it? So you plugged yourself into a program, you're getting on track with nutrition, and actually the best kind of way of being a coach is to not be perfect at the start. It's to share that progression, to share that journey, to say, do you know what, I'm human and I don't get it right. I have days I do not want to get up in the morning. You know, I have to drag myself out of bed in the morning sometimes. Actually, you know, when I post those kind of posts, or I share that to people that are watching me, I get far more interaction on those kind of posts when I say, do you know what, today I just had to cuddle with my little one. You know, they're the kind of posts that hit home, because they're the posts that show you're human. Yeah, you're sharing your own journey. And yes, for some of us, there've been quite a change from where we were to where we are now, but we're all still on a journey. We will always be on a journey. You know, one of the things you'll hear a lot is it's about progress, not perfection. And it is so true, because we've all got things to work on, and it's just about showing up and sharing that journey, and bringing others along, inspiring them and motivating them to want to be a part of the journey and to be able to start their own journey going forwards.
And it's just incredible. Like, these are only a couple of pictures, but the amount of women, whether that be in our team or from like our customers, being able to see them go from a place into a place. And we're not just talking about weight loss, although that does happen. We're not just talking about muscle definition, although that does happen. It's seeing a woman go from not being able to look at herself in the mirror and appreciate her reflection, to actually start to believe in herself, to love herself enough to take care of herself. And for me, I will never forget the first boot camp I ever ran, and people started to send in their before pictures, and women started to say to me, like, I can't believe I'm sending you this, but here it is for accountability. And that overwhelming sense of just being so humbled at the fact that someone would trust me enough to do this journey with me, and then to see them progress is just, there's kind of not a feeling to describe it, but it's a privilege. It's definitely a privilege. And to see some of these pictures, again, brings a tear to my eye, because I said yes to something and now I get to be a part of these journeys. Feels amazing.
Yeah, totally.
So our team is called Team Unite. And we are all about coming together, as we said, to help other people. So kind of what do we do as a team? So you can see, sorry.
Going back. Oh, Gia. Going back.
Sometimes you gotta go back in order to go.
I'm going back. It got away with me. There you go.
So helping other people. Oh, Kathryn, I think you were going to share this.
Yeah. So so you've started on your journey, you've got yourself into a bit of a rhythm, you're sharing your story with others. The next step of being coached, sorry for the coins that you can hear in the background there, that's my youngest playing with everything in the study here, is about helping others. So it's saying, here's my journey, here's what I'm doing, how about I help bring you along too. And actually what you'll find is where the stage I'm getting to now is that people are actually messaging me spontaneously saying, I need help, what can you do to help me? And you know what, as you, Cassie said before, it is humbling that somebody would be entrusting their health and fitness to you, and it's something so inspiring as well. You know, I love that, and I love the ability that I have the tools here to be able to help people, you know, because it's helped me and it's helped countless of other women, and I can see the power of it. And it is something so simple, so straightforward, that it's just a privilege to be able to help other women to get onto that journey, to kickstart their own journey of growing in themselves to a place where they are healthy, and they are fit and they are well. And so it is helping people just like us with the right program. So talking to them, having a conversation, making friends, and just say, you know, what are your challenges? What are your goals? What are your aims? And then looking at the program. And there are so many programs. There is something that suits everybody. There really is. I truly believe there's something that suits everybody in the Beachbody workout program app. And then we've got 2 different types of nutrition programs that they can look at as well, if that's where they want to look at things more clearly. And then we can do that on a one-to-one basis, but also we can do that by hosting accountability groups or challenge groups or boot camps. You'll hear those kind of words banded around, but that's groups of women just like us who are working towards a goal, usually working on a particular program at the same time, inspiring one another, motivating one another, supporting one another, and helping with that kind of group accountability. This is what we call the magic source, isn't it? This is where the magic happens, and it's one thing that, you know, I try and plug in anybody that is coming into doing this program that have said they want help from me. It's the first thing I say, you've got to get into one of our groups, because doing it alone is so lonely, and I can pretty much guarantee, unless you have a rod iron will, you will at some point slip off, and you won't have that thing to kind of lift you up and get you back in. And it's not about guessing, it's not about being the professional that knows everything and can kind of like say this is what you should be doing and try and sell something off the peg to anybody. It is about supporting them, hearing them, listening to them, and plugging them in to the program that fits them and their goals. Yeah. Moving on. There we go. That's your bit now, Cass.
So this is us. We are Team Unite. But what's really beautiful is that it's not, you know, if you were to sign up to be a coach, it's not like, okay, there you go, on your own. You would first of all be plugged into our team page. But not only that, like, we are a UK team, because we live in the UK. But then we are also part of a global team. So my coach lives in Canada, her coach lives in the States. Then we have a great grandma coach, and she, you know, is a part of a huge team. And so the trainings for you, the trainings that we receive are incredible. We have, you know, Beachbody as a whole has incredible teams, and so trainings, and so you never feel like you're on your own, even that. So B100, those B100 books, we are currently, many of us, doing a 100 workout program, which sounds really overwhelming. But we're doing it together. And so when you say don't worry about 100, like, let's just focus in on today. And so you will have that if you sign up to be a coach with whoever sent you this video. Just know that you would be a part of a big team, and you would never be on your own within that. And it's diverse. And also just to mention that we are currently the top 7 team in all of the UK. And I think that's something to be really proud of. And it's never you on your own. I am not the top 7 team. Our Team Unite is the top 7 team. And this is all about how we can support each other, how we can encourage each other. Kathryn and I are about to run a boot camp together. So like she said, it's not about you running a group by yourself. We will run that with you, and that will take some of the guesswork out. We have a community page where all of the customers from all of our team, they get plugged into there. place for them to be accountable, a place for them to receive motivation and support. And whoever your coach would be, they would help you with that. They would plug you into the right training, social media training, inviting training, follow-up training, all the kind of tools that you would need. But like we say, first and foremost, it's about you. It's then about showing up on social media, about encouraging other people and helping people on their journey. And we're going to be able to share that with you now, how we're going to do that.
Yeah.
But first, okay, so as a coach, you focus on yourself, you get other people plugged in, but there are some really exciting things that happen with Beachbody. It is an incredible company with a heart that is all about fitness plus nutrition plus accountability equals success. It is as simple as that. But they're a company who really like to reward you simply for helping other people, simply for having a passion. And there's lots of ways they do that. There's lots of team building things that we do. This past July, I was able to travel to Indianapolis for our Coach Summit. That is literally where coaches from the US, Canada, and who am I forgetting? The United States. We all come together and we get incredible trainings. So that was in Indianapolis. We had Rachel Hollis come and speak to us. We had, all of these super trainers. They come and they do workouts with us and they just build us up and really invest in us, pour into our cup, as we like to call it, so that we can pour out. One of my coaches put on a pedal bar for us, paid for us to all go and be together and to do team building. And I think for me, one of the highlights, they literally shut down the street in Indianapolis and 25,000 people, men and women just like me, who just want to help other people. You feel like, well, there's nothing super special about me, but I want to help other people. And there, of course, is something special about you and me because we're us and that's our superpower. But anyway, we took over the streets, did a workout. It was an hour and a half and everybody looks different. There is not one look to a Beachbody coach. It's from everywhere. You look different. Your backgrounds are different. You just need to have a heart to help other people. Like, nobody in our team are looking for salespeople. Like, if that's kind of what you want to do, then you probably should find something else to do. We want women who are passionate about helping other women find their feet and find their way. So that was Summit. We also earn trips. I'm about to be able to take my husband to Marbella, Spain, and they are going to put us up in a 5-star La Quinta golf resort. And I get to do that with my husband, something that I never would have done. I have 3 kids. We barely go on dates. So for me, the fact that I'm going to get to take my husband on this trip and we're going to be able to just be together and celebrate all that our marriage is, all that our kids are, like, we just would never have had that opportunity. I've also earned a trip to Punta Cana next summer. And it's an all-inclusive 5-star resort, again, on the beach. So the opportunities within this business are amazing. And that is literally just to treat us. That is literally just to say, hey, we're really proud of you and we want to celebrate your achievements. So that's pretty cool. We also come together as coaches and we have super weekends, they're called, where we get videos from corporate, where sometimes super trainers will come to them. And we just get to come together and again, feel like you're not alone. You're not doing this on your own. This isn't just a business that you work at your kitchen table by yourself, although it feels like that sometimes, but we're actually a part of a much bigger community. And that feels amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And then the other side of it,
how do you earn income? This is a business. This is what we're inviting you to, as much as it is inviting you to be a part of our tribe, to be a part of our community groups. You probably are a little bit interested in how are you going to earn an income, or what is it that you are going to get aside from trips and different things. So let's just break it down really simple. If you have questions around this and want to go more in depth, just chat to whoever sent you this video or who is talking to you about this amazing opportunity, and they can go a bit deeper into your questions. But 3 ways we earn an income is through commission, residual income, and through bonuses. So when you first become a coach, more than likely, how you will earn some income will be through commission. So as a coach, not only do I receive 25% off of all the products and the different things that we have, I also receive at least 25% commission off of whatever it is that I'm sharing. And remember, we are not selling to people. We are literally getting them plugged into fitness programs or some of our other products, which we'll go over in a second. And I receive at least 25% off of that, sometimes up to 40%. The residual income is as you begin to build a team and you begin to pass this amazing opportunity on to other people, we start to what's called a team cycle. And so as your team is doing well, you will also be able to earn some residual income off of that. And that's what we want, right? Because with commission, you're capped to a certain extent. But as you build a team, and for me, building a team means that more women get helped. More women get to not only jump into this opportunity, but more lives are changed because more people are wanting to pass this forward. So that's really important to me because that was one of my goals. And then as you work up, you start to earn like ridiculous bonuses. And again, whoever has been talking to you, they can go over that. But the bonuses and the different aspects of our commissions, not of our commissions, but of our compensation plan are pretty mind-blowing. I'm talking about actually earning a quarterly bonus of up to $40,000, which is crazy. So, yeah, I know. But income, it can always feel a little bit icky to talk about, but at the end of the day, we just want you to feel like really aware of what it is. But I think earning 25% in the beginning, whether that's just to cover the cost, your own cost of products, or as you want to build that up. But Kathryn, did you have anything to say as a newer coach?
Just to say that obviously as a newer coach, my income is largely off commission at the moment. And whilst it's not huge, I haven't been putting in hours and hours and hours of work. You know, I am showing up and I'm doing the minimum each day, really. And yet I'm still earning. And I think that's the great thing, you know, this is not a company that kind of holds onto your money like a lot of kind of, you know, like car sales companies does, until you earn a certain amount and then it's released. Literally, you share something that somebody likes, they come on board, you get a commission from them coming on board. And so you're earning those small bits. And across the 6 months that I have been a coach, I have earned enough that it is covering already the cost of me being a coach plus more. So it's a no-win. I mean, no-win. It's a no loss. You know, it's a win-win situation, isn't it? I'm able to inspire and share and help other people. I have the tools to be able to help other women, not being a professional nutritionist or a professional PT myself, but equally I'm covering the costs, because that's always the fear is when you step out there, is I don't want to be out of pocket, and that you hear so many horror stories, don't you? So it's, you know, that's why I love this kind of this way of breaking it down.
Yeah. And for me, I've managed to triple in 2 years my income, my yearly income, which is pretty incredible considering I absolutely love what I'm doing. So that's pretty great.
I think that's sort of shown on the next slide, isn't it? Because obviously this is like wow, this could be the future. But what you've just said is so true as well, that, you know, you yourself have tripled your income.
Absolutely. And this is the number one, like disclaimer, this is the number one coach in the entire network. But you look, so this is 6 years. This is 6 years. She started out with a full-time job. She also has a daughter. She's also currently pregnant. But we just wanted to give you a snippet of what is possible. But of course, Beachbody, you know, there's a disclaimer. They're not going to guarantee you any income because it really is the level that you put in. But I also love that fact, right? Like when you go to a job, you are capped. Like whatever your salary is, there's only so far you can go. You are also subjected to whatever their rules are, whatever their holidays are. Like, but when you do this, you're in charge of your own time. So she plugged in, working a full-time job, obviously now has brought her husband home from work, and she worked from home. And look at that, $23,000 in a week. So
I'm working 30 hours a week.
Scope to grow. We also want to say this doesn't happen overnight. This isn't, you don't just become a coach and do nothing. It does require hustle, and we want to say that from the get-go, but it's so worthwhile. And the hustling that we're doing is to help other women change their lives, which I just think is incredible.
Amen. So you might be watching this and thinking, well, that's all well and good, but what if I have too much on my plate? You know, what if I'm a busy person? And we say, great, we love busy people. We're busy people, you know. I'm a mum of 6 children under 12. The youngest is not yet out of nappies. Actually, the younger 2 are not yet out of nappies. I have another whole business as a graphic designer, as well as this business. I have other interests and other activities and things that I do. Busy people are often the very people that you want, because they're people that are getting their lives ordered. They have a sense of time pressure and are able to manage that time. But we also help you with that as well, and it's one of those jobs that you can put in an hour a day, you can put in 4 hours a day, You can put in snippets of 10 minutes here and there throughout the day. You can work it around the business of life. I don't know of any other job that you can do that with, and it just fits so well with particularly with, you know, being at home, being with kids, or even having shift work or jobs. It fits around all of that. What if you're not at your goal weight? I wasn't, and I still aren't, you know. That's fabulous, because what that's showing is actually making you more relatable. The women that we want to help are women that are not at their goal weight. And it's not all about weight, you know, focusing on that, obviously, just to give a picture of something. The point is we are all on a journey. You are on a journey. You are showing up, sharing your journey, and you're inspiring others to be on a journey. I've got a little man here playing with DVDs. And, you know, and it's life, and life happens. We're not expecting perfection. You're not, you know, we're not looking for professional PTs, although they make fantastic coaches as well. It's about relating. What about if you don't have a following? I didn't have a following when I started. I didn't even have an Instagram account when I started. I had a Facebook account, but actually I didn't want to share my Facebook account to the world. I keep it very private for various reasons. That's fine. We can show you how to create a following for yourself. Someone's ringing me now. Never mind. So yeah, life is happening. So Cass, I think you're gonna.
Yeah, absolutely. So don't worry about having a following. Don't worry about not being at your goal weight. All the better. It really doesn't matter. It's wherever you are at, and you're just simply sharing you, because that's what people want to know, and that's how people get to know you. So you prefer going to the gym. Amazing. I couldn't go to the gym. I had 3 children. I'm Canadian, living in the UK. I didn't have any childcare. I wasn't going to pay to go to the gym. But if you do love going to the gym, that's fine, because the good news is that all of our fitness programs are streamable. So it's kind of like Netflix. I like to call it my Sweatflix. So you
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. All broken down into programs. There's like over 1,000 workouts. You're going to find something that's right for you. You can bring that with you, because some of the programs have dumbbells. Some of them have different equipment. Do you have to have all that stuff? No, I had no equipment. I think I had a 0.5 kilogram dumbbell when I started. Some people use tins of beans. But the point is, it doesn't matter if you like going to the gym, if you never ever want to go to the gym ever again in your life and that scares you, that's absolutely fine, because if this is all you had, that's actually all you need to do a workout. If you've got good eyesight, I like to use my iPad, the telly, or laptop. If you have Wi-Fi, that's great. If you don't, you need to just download it, which you can do. That's how easy it is. Yeah. You don't want to be a salesperson. Praise the Lord, because we are not looking for salespeople. That's a little bit icky. We want you to try what we're doing, to fall in love with it like we fall in love with it. And I have absolute assurance that you would, because it's amazing and it's helped us. And we believe that it can help you. So we are looking for women who want to make a difference in their own life first, and then who want to make a difference in someone else's life. You don't know anything about fitness or nutrition. Well, that's okay, because neither did I. I just knew that I liked to cook. We don't have to be the experts, because we have experts. Our nutrition program, all of the recipes, the cooking shows that we have, that's all on our Sweatflex. Those are professional nutritionists and dietitians who will have worked so hard to come up with ways of teaching us how to fuel our bodies properly. We have different nutrition programs, one of them being a registered dietitian nutritionist who herself was 100 pounds overweight, was able to lose that, had a very unhealthy relationship with food, and actually now is teaching other people how to look at their emotions and why they're eating what they're eating. We also have more structured nutritionists. My point is, they are the experts. As far as fitness goes, I'm not a PT. I've never taught a class in my life. That's okay, because we have world-renowned celebrity fitness experts who work with other experts to come up with these programs. They know what they're doing. And it's so much better, I think, than just following a YouTube, because this way they know what muscles to hit at what days and the combinations and way you can do that. So all we have to do is plug people into a program. And that's why we try them ourselves. That's why we get results ourselves, so that we can say, hey, actually, I think this program would be good for you. And you don't need to worry about it in the beginning, because, well, like I said, you're part of a team, and you get to ask that question on our team page, and we can say, oh, actually, this program is great for if you're starting out. So you don't even need to worry about that. You don't feel like it's the right time. When is it ever the right time to make a change? I think we can always think, okay, I'm just going to get this sorted and then I'm going to work on my health and fitness. I'm just going to make sure this is okay and then I'm going to jump into something. And that is okay. And if you think, oh, 6 months time, that will be better, that's fine. All we know is time is going to pass anyway. What would it look like if you jumped in, even though you were scared, because we all were, because we all didn't know if it was going to work, because we all didn't know if we were going to look like fools. We all had those insecurities. But I can tell you now, I'm so glad I didn't wait.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I jumped in, because I'm seeing my life change, my kids' lives change, and the women in my groups change.
Yeah.
And I know there's women out there, maybe you, and your life is going to change because of it.
And just think about it when, you know, going back to the whole thing about not your goal weight, wouldn't it be better to start sharing your journey with others now when you're starting your journey than when you're already 6 months or a year down the line? It's a much more powerful story to tell, isn't it? We're going to be running low on time now, so we do need to move on.
Okay, picking your path. If you want to become a coach, there are a couple of different ways you can do that. You can either sign up and reach out to whoever sent you this video, and you can sign up for $39.95, I think it is, and you can become a coach. And that gives you access to all of the trainings, to our team page, and basically all your admin, okay? You don't have to look at shipping things or returning things. Beachbody does all of that for you, and paying that, it gives you that starting up fee. For me personally, if that's all you can afford and you just want to get started, that's fine if you want to start helping other people on the journey. But for me, I just would really encourage you that you want to be trying the products, because I know Kathryn and I are the same, and we could never promote something that we weren't already on board with and didn't fully believe in ourselves. Because when you believe in something, that's when you get passionate about it, and that's when other people are going to be inspired. So I think one of the best ways is to start out with what we call a challenge pack. That can look a lot of different ways, but it basically gives you a year's access to all of our sweat flicks, the recipes, the cooking show, the blog that has all kinds of information on it, our community groups, us as mentors and as coaches, and then it either gives you, you can either choose Shakeology, which is our superfood, daily dose of dense superfood nutrition, basically like the craziest vitamins you could imagine, or our performance pack, which is our pre and our post workout. And just so you know, none of these are weird diets, supplements filled with rubbish. That is not what we're about. This is not what this company is about. This is about balanced eating with good nutrition, fueling your body with what it actually needs in order to live your best life, okay? We're not saying that one way is the only way. We're not saying that you have to have all of these things in order to get great results. I fully believe that the fitness programs are going to help you to get in shape. I think that Shakeology, if you choose to have that, is a great way to boost dense nutrients in your body. The pre-workout, Kathryn and I love it. Yeah. We call it our unicorn juice, mama juice. In the States, they call it mama crack, although I'm not sure that flies over here in the UK as much. And our post-workout obviously helps us to get protein into our bodies, and it also helps to repair our muscles so that we're 50% less sore, which is also great. So you can choose any of those. We do have other products. We have snack bars in the US and Canada. They have collagen, they have boosts, they have all kinds of different things. But again, we can go over that.
Yes.
But for us, I think that the pack is probably your best bet, because then you can try it out
as well.
And it's amazing value.
Yeah.
But again, talk to your coach about that.
Yeah. And that's really leads us on to the final thing, really, is, okay, sounds great. How do you get started? And it is just to email the coach who's invited you, get in touch with them, work with them, talk with them about which kind of is your starter package. So which of those packs you want to start with, access the new coaching, and just hit the ground running. And the secret to getting ahead really is just to get started. It's as simple as that.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. We hope that you've been inspired to start your own journey, if nothing else, to drink more water, to eat some green vegetables, and that's it.
Yeah, and we look forward to welcome you onto the team.
Yeah.
Yay.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye.